So, yeah. Uh, Hello everyone. My name is Saurabh, and we have Dhwani with us. Today in this video, you will be able to get to know details about Ireland, how we can do masters in Ireland, what are the pros and cons in doing masters in Ireland, a basic journey of a student while taking admission or like after reaching at Dublin or Ireland, and what happens after the masters, how it is difficult to get job or it is easy to get a job, all basic understanding of uh, masters in Ireland mostly, yeah. And yeah, we have Dhwani with us. Hey Dhwani, welcome to the podcast. Yeah, how are you
Thanks for
today?
calling me on your podcast. I'm privileged, glad to do this
Thanks
with
for
you.
joining. Thanks for joining. It is a great honor to host you always. Dhwani is my classmate. We have done masters together in NCI, and she is good friend as of now. She keeps calling us for dinner, so that's going good as of now. So yeah, Dhwani, tell us about yourself and basic detail about yourself and how much experience are you experienced in India or fresher and uh, basic introduction of yours.
Sure. So, I have done my bachelor's in information technology from Mumbai University, from Vidyalankar College. And post my graduation, I did 1 year I worked 1 year as a web developer with Datamatics, and then COVID happened and I was nowhere. Like
Yeah.
I didn't knew what should I do with my career and where I see myself in 5 years, and how would I prepare for that one question, where do you see
See
yourself in
yourself
5 years?
5 years.
I
Yeah.
was not able to see myself anywhere.
Yeah.
Then a lot of friends of my bachelor's mates were doing masters in US and Canada. So I
Yeah.
thought, okay, I'll start preparing and look for something like that. So my aim initially was to go to US. I
Okay.
did give JRE and IELTS, TOEFL. Name the exam, I gave it.
Oh,
Um
I didn't know this.
and yeah.
Okay.
And in one of the some there was this Fateh counselor who
Okay.
had organized some event for masters in Ireland or something, and one of my friend was already studying here. She suggested me to go to that event, so I went there, and
Mm.
that was the first time I got to know about, okay, there's this country even
Called
called Ireland
Ireland.
something, because I never knew Ireland exist
Yeah,
before
yeah.
this.
Same here.
Uh,
I knew because of cricket, but nothing else. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, I went to that event. I saw there were different universities representing for their different courses and all. So I just went there casually with my friend. We bought all the brochures from all the university. Then I did a little bit of research on that, and I was amazed with the fees which Ireland
Yeah.
is giving masters at the fees. So I did more research, because those 15,000 euros means in Indian currency is like 15 lakhs, 20 lakhs, you can do a master's.
Masters.
Whereas
Yeah.
in compared to US, it's a lot.
Yeah.
So coming from a middle class background, I wanted to do something which is in my budget, but wanted
Yeah.
to pursue my master's. So then did more research, and with the help of Fateh, uh, got shortlisted in one of the university, which is National College of Ireland, from
Yeah.
where I did my master's. Now, why I chose NCI was purely because I am not a theory person. I cannot mug up things. I
Yeah.
need something very practical.
Hmm.
And uh, I went back and I did my research with LinkedIn people. I asked them who were already doing their masters. So a lot of them, their response was that they do not give assignments, they give mini projects which helps you to learn stuff. So yeah,
Yeah.
that was one of the biggest reason. And the sal and the sorry, not salary, and
Salary.
the fees. We'll come to the salary part also.
Later. Yeah.
Yeah. So the fees was the second reason, and the scholarship, which led me to choose NCI.
Yeah. Uh,
So
so,
yeah.
so basically, what I can understand from your answer is, you were studying from you like you're trying to do masters in US start. Then
Yeah,
afterwards, you got to know about Ireland. You did some research. You got some admission, and like the biggest difference for you was the amount of money you are spending for the masters. So in
correct, correct,
US, mostly we spent approximately like 60 to 80K of
correct.
dollars, which is approximately 50
Dollars,
lakhs or 60 lakhs. And
correct.
in Ireland, at least in NCI, we have like 15,000 euro fees, which is approximately 10 to 12 lakhs, which is
Yeah,
like four times lesser than the
yeah,
US at least. Yeah, and yeah, that was also big point for me because the amount of loan I can take was bit like equal to this, and I can't really go to US with the budget what I have and the risk back understand.
no, no, I
So
do.
yeah, to come to Ireland, your main advantage for you was to do masters in lesser fee, you can say,
Yes,
comparatively lesser fee.
yeah.
So as we are discussing about it, I like to know how much you paid for your masters in Ireland.
Yeah, so when I got offer letter from NCI, I got with a scholarship of 4,000 euros. Now,
Okay.
why I got scholarship was because my bachelor's percentage was up like 65 or 75 and above. There was some criteria which I was fitting into.
Okay.
And my total payable fees was 11,000 euros, which according to the euro rate at that time, it was around 82 or 83. I'm not really sure.
Hmm.
So I paid around like 10 lakhs for the
Okay.
like in INR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So post scholarship, you paid approx 10 lakh in INR.
Yes.
And we will make it easy for the students who is looking for a number, how much he should expect total expense. So, can
Yeah.
you tell us how much extra money you need other than your fees
Yeah.
for the year? And maybe you can, if there is a part time, you did any part time, you can just remove that amount as of now, so I can understand total
Yeah.
amount of money you need for two masters.
So when I came here and when I was filing my visa, I showed immigration team around 25 lakhs
Yeah,
approximately.
yeah,
So 25 to 30 lakhs is the best range one can show.
yeah.
So I showed like 10 lakh was my fees, and like another 10 lakhs you can 10 or 15 lakhs you can show like living expenses.
Living
Even if you
expenses.
do not do part time, I think that 10 15 lakhs should be uh, sufficient for you to live
Yeah.
in Ireland
Uh,
for a year
yeah.
basically.
So
Yeah.
you are saying is like to apply for visa, we should have 20 to 25 like amount in
Yes.
account as per the things what they said.
Correct.
And after the visa process also, if you pay 10 lakh as the fees, 10
Yeah.
to 12 lakh amount for a year is good amount,
Yeah.
considering 1,000 and 1,200 euros per month of living expense, including
Correct.
rent and all groceries and all. So
Correct.
approximately anybody who want to do masters, they can expect range of like 20 to 25 lakhs if they don't do any part time. In this amount,
Correct.
in 1 year, masters will be completed in Ireland.
Correct.
So now let's focus on the area of what happened after coming to Ireland. How you felt, like it was expected, you got some surprises, or like cultural difference. What was the different from India? What was you don't expected at all? Like this can happen here.
Yeah, so I came in January 2021,
Okay.
and during that time, I think second or third stage of COVID was going on,
Mm.
and even there were restrictions here in Ireland as well.
Yes.
Everything was shut, only groceries or any necessity shops were only open. So
Yeah.
to get the part time during January or February was very difficult.
Yes.
So I did not start. I did not start, and even I did not get part time until end of May something. So like
Okay.
5 to 6 months, May to June, I did not do any part time. So
Hmm.
it was very shocking for me because everything was shut. There were no people around, and being a talkative person and
Yeah.
socialize. Creature, it was very difficult for me to suffice. But now it's everything is open. It's so busy. Ireland is so busy. Like you cannot expect how a small country can hold so many people.
People. Yeah. At least
So
in
yeah,
Dublin.
yeah, Dublin. Yeah, it is very crowded for now. Talking about cultural differences, yeah, there were a lot. The first instance was it is very funny. While I was whenever I was walking over on the roads,
Yeah,
people used to greet you and smile at you, and it was something I never saw in India. I don't know
yeah.
like about others, but for me it was like you smile only to your neighbors or people
Known
you are
people at least.
familiar to. Yeah. And people are smiling or greeting, hi, hello. It's like, why is telling me hello? Why is so that was a very cultural shock for me at the very start.
Yes.
But yeah, the second was people Irish people are very humorous. So
Hmm.
even when you go on a conversation with them,
Yeah.
they happen to joke
Satiristic.
about the situations or the weather and everything. So yeah, there are many, but yeah, just I
These
can
are
just remember these two for now.
it happened with me as well. Like I landed from India and I was not expecting like I didn't know anybody, right?
Yeah,
I know people who are students with me, so students were
yeah,
fine. But as soon as I landed in Ireland, I can see people are smiling at like giving smile to me. I was
yeah,
not sure why they're smiling, but yeah, it happened. Then I understood the
yeah,
difference we have. Yeah,
yeah.
cultural difference we have. Uh, and then how was your experience in masters? It was too difficult. It was like okay, and what your friend suggested, like it was more about project or it was theory. How is your experience about that?
Yeah, overall experience was very great with
Hmm.
National College of Ireland. Everything was as expected as I wanted. It was based on projects and practical stuff rather than actually going through theories and mugging up.
Yeah.
But yeah, eventually I gained experience a lot as a data analyst. So
Okay.
my master's, if I did not mention, I did my
Yeah.
master's in data analytics from National College of Ireland.
Yeah.
And why I chose data analytics was during COVID, I happened to work for a client to set up their Google Analytics.
Okay.
So it amazed me like, okay, what is analytics and why everybody is talking about data all of a sudden and
Oh yeah.
like that. So after I did my research, I chose data analytics, and I was pretty sure I wanted to change my career from a web developer to data analyst. And today also I'm working as a data analyst with EY, Ernst and Young,
Okay.
and all the things which I learned during my masters are very useful. I am able to apply all the methodologies and all the projects today and in my day-to-day role itself.
Yeah.
So yeah, the experience overall was very nice. All professors and everybody is well qualified. They are able to solve your queries. They are able to give you time. There are small mini projects. There are year-end projects. The thesis, everything you say, you are working on it practically. It's not something you are just learning something and stating in
Yeah.
your theory papers or something like that. So yeah, it was very useful.
Cool. Then I like to ask, like, what how was your prime minister? Like, we had prime minister, but like, I want you to explain, how was your structure for the whole year?
Yeah. So as the master is for 1 year, it was divided into 3 semesters basically. And every semesters we had a bunch of subjects which were like fixed subject. You could not change those
Yeah,
subjects, and
there
there
are
were like
some
one. Yeah,
mutual like subject we have to take, and there are
yeah.
some subjects which are optional.
Optional, correct,
Yeah.
correct. So I think there was just 1 or 2 subjects which were optionals, and
Yeah.
other
When we
were
say optional, there were
mandatory.
two options. We have to choose one
Yeah,
of them. Yeah.
one of them.
Government.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have to choose one of them.
Yeah.
And during whole 3 semesters, the projects were divided into your individual projects and your group projects basically.
Yeah.
And for group allocation also, you were like I was able to choose my group members,
Yeah.
and you could keep same group partners throughout your semester, or if you want to change, you could change as well.
Yeah.
So that was the whole structure. And during those projects, we were told to make like a doable and a working model of the project and
Yeah.
show and present that project to our respective professors. and create a report out of it. So a report can be an IEEE report or any format which the professor suggested us
Suggest
to
us to
make,
do.
basically.
So generally you learn something about theory, then you like
Yeah,
implemented that theory with some project and
correct,
code, and then you generated the report. This was the
correct,
structure, and
correct.
we did this for like a 4 to 5 subjects, each time minister, and there's time minister of 4 months, and 1 year contest of three time ministers, which is equivalent to 12 months. And we started in January 2021, and we completed in January 2022. That was all overall your experience. And how was your experience about job market? Because you already did job in India, so you already know how it was in India. And as you had like 1 to 2 years experience, how it was for you to uh, search for job in Ireland.
Yeah. So as I told you, I just have 1 year of experience back
Yeah.
then in India as a web developer. So here I was considered as grad
Hmm.
and not as experienced professional. So as soon as I was near to my year-end project, my thesis basically, I started applying for graduate roles.
Yes.
And this information was given by university, by NCI itself. That these graduate roles will start from this month, and you need to start giving applications. The best part about NCI, we also had one counselor who was able to cater and help with our CV
Correct.
and for the interviews as well. So you have to book the session with the counselor, and you have to take the appointment, and based on that appointment, they will help you to cater your CV according to the jobs you are or the role you are applying to. So
Yes.
I was only applying for data analyst roles and only for graduate roles for now. And there were different companies, their graduate roles were starting in January, and my master's was also getting over in January.
Yeah. Okay.
But their applications were starting from like September, yeah, from September, I guess.
Yeah.
So I started applying for all the graduate roles, the big fours, all KPMG, Accenture, EY, Deloitte,
Yeah.
and there were other Irish companies as
Companies
well,
as well.
which, yeah, Diageo, or I think there were a lot, there were a lot. So I created an Excel of
Yeah.
all the graduate roles which I was
Okay.
able to apply, and the end I created in that Excel. I also did what was the end date to apply
Apply.
those. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And based on the job description, I created the CV. I went to my job
Counselor.
counselor, and with her help, I catered my CV, and then I started applying. I don't know if whether it was my luck or whether it was actually my hard work. I just applied to like 10, 15 of the companies,
Yeah.
and I was shortlisted for the for
EY.
EY graduate role,
Oh,
basically.
it's your hard luck, basically,
Yeah.
more than everything, because I can see you have put efforts in doing Excel and consulting with your
Yeah.
counselor. So, in overall, I can see that you are saying, as you are in 1 year experience, so counselor suggested, like counselor is a person, from the university or college who is
Yeah.
helping you to get a job, right? And
Correct.
they suggested you to apply for graduate trails, and you did all the hard work, and after some approach, you got the offer in the EY solutions, and you started working. And
Yeah.
it will be great help if you make us understand what is the range of salary someone can expect with the range experience from 0 to 1, like 1 or 2, what they should expect if they are coming from Ireland.
Yeah. So if someone is a college fresh out, a
Yeah.
freshman who do not have zero experience, could expect a salary for graduate roles from 30,000 to maximum like 40 or 45,000 euros.
Yeah.
But 45,000 is also like a very rare case.
Yeah.
It also depends if you are very exceptional or the company is exceptional or something. But yeah, minimum 30,000 euros a graduate could easily
Easy.
expect.
Yeah.
And if you have 1 year of experience, and if you could negotiate, you could also go from 35 to 40 before joining, basically.
Yeah. So in like mid-scale to large-scale companies for this
Yeah.
experience kind of
Yeah.
bracket,
From 1 to 2 experience can expect like 30 to 40, 45.
40,000 in overall. Yeah. Uh, I believe that's all we got. I was thinking to have this conversation about, but because this is giving all the like all the parts of your master's process, and it was giving basic idea of each process. Do you have any suggestion for the students who are applying or who are coming now? here in this year?
Yeah, sure. So, basically, back then when I came here, I saw a lot of companies were not directly hiring people from India. But then
Hmm.
now, if you have experience, like minimum 2 years or 3 years of experience, you could try to communicate with any of the LinkedIn fellows, and
Yeah.
you could see if there are any opportunities. But that is also very rare and very exceptional. So
Hmm.
if you do not want to go for masters, this is the one option. And if you really want to go for a masters and if you want to study, then I would say go for universities where you actually like their subjects, what actually they are teaching you. And not just for the university, because
Yeah.
here in Ireland, people do not consider whether are you from a small college or are you from a big university, renowned university. So it is not really necessary, but then it only depends. It all depends how you like what subjects you like to learn. Just don't go for the university. Go for the subjects. Go for your interest basically.
Interest. Yeah, yeah. Basically, you have
Yeah,
to do that masters, and you
yeah,
have to work on same subject for your
correct,
like maybe in your career if needed. So you should have interest in that subject more than that university and anything.
correct.
And you genuinely care about that subject, and you feel that you can
Correct.
pursue career in this. So you are suggesting that.
And
Totally like.
now the universities and colleges are open. Back then,
Yeah.
when I came, everything was shut. So I would really suggest people to go to college to
College.
be do their networking, because every now and then there are so many people around you. You never know which person will help you to get a job or any good opportunities basically. So
Yeah.
it's best to go out and network with people, because Irish people are very funny and very welcoming, no
Yeah.
doubt. Like so far I had very good experience with
Respect them.
everybody.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say
You
just
said about LinkedIn. So what was your experience? Because we don't use LinkedIn that much in India. Like we use
yeah,
it, but not in that level because we have different like
correct.
Naukri and all. So how students should use Naukri, sorry, LinkedIn, and how to communicate with people?
Yeah, so if you could update your LinkedIn first thing first with
Hmm.
your degrees, certifications, or and if you're working somewhere. Second thing would be, if you're looking for job in Ireland, then maybe you could just go in the job section, cater your location, and then
Yeah.
look for opportunities. But I think most of the Irish companies or most of the companies would require you to have the stamp 1 visa,
Yes.
stamp 1G visa, which helps you to seek work in Ireland. If
Yeah.
you do not have that, they won't uh, let you. But if you're looking to research for your masters, then you could directly, if for example, if you're looking to do a masters in National College of Ireland, you could just go for National College of Ireland and you can see like, who all studied and who are passed from this university, and maybe you could reach out to them
Yeah.
and ask your questions to them, like what was your experience, or what are the subjects, was that helpful in their job, or in their day-to-day roles in their job, or to seek job market anywhere. So yeah, I think people will help you out. I get a lot of requests and I do try to help them out through LinkedIn.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's best to play around with LinkedIn in your professional
Yeah.
uh, yeah.
So with in professional experience, so if you're a
Yeah,
developer or you're IT expert, you can have good connections on LinkedIn with your Java
correct.
developer or whichever developer you are. And I like to add one thing. Like I used to request on people on LinkedIn and understand things. Most of the people used to respond, but some people don't used to respond. So I used to search for the people in Dublin. In like I'm a PySpark developer, so like big data developer or something like that. That helped me. And other than that, I used to do these things. Like there were many WhatsApp groups or Facebook groups where there were multiple students like us who are trying to do
Yeah,
masters. So there are
yeah,
like many interesting conversations are happening there. Like
yeah,
some
yeah,
people are having temperature issues, some people are having some other issues, so they are
yeah,
discussing about it. That also helped me. And even we had a WhatsApp group where we, before coming to Ireland itself, we are created, and we had basic discussions because of COVID and all travel regulations. It was pretty helpful for me. So yeah, LinkedIn and WhatsApp and Facebook, social media, connecting with people basically helped me to
network.
decide to come. Yeah, networking.
Mm.
Decide like to come Ireland, and after coming Ireland as well, it helped me a lot. So yeah,
Mm.
that's all about it. So what you want to add something? Yeah,
Mm. No, I think I'm good.
you're good. Yeah,
Yeah, but if anybody has any questions, they could reach out to my LinkedIn.
yeah.
Maybe I'm happy to help somebody.
Definitely. So yeah, you can reach out one of us, or you can reach out Dhwani. That will be it. We all can help you. And if you have any more questions, you can write down in comment. So yeah,
Yes.
that we will try to cover up it in our next videos.
Populate the comments with all your questions.
Yeah, populate the comments. We will try to reply there. And if there are similar questions again and again, then we can create another video on that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all about it. Thank you, Dhwani. Thank you very much for joining us.
Maybe.
It was
Thanks for
great help.
having me.
And thanks everyone for this podcast. Like, stay, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye. All the best.